Yeah, sorry about that. I had one scheduled and looks like it kind of crapped out on me because I had to go to the advanced settings to set it to horizontal mode. So I think we're good now though. See if I got the chat pulled up here on my laptop and let the people roll in. Baron's already here. Welcome. I get that. Yes, it's finally Friday. Welcome. Fractal Low. I got some stuff lined up for tonight. Plan to be on here at least a couple hours, so got some stuff to talk about. It's going to be another heavy night, heavy stuff, so it's what everybody loves, right? I won't spoil them just yet. I'll kind of let the people roll in. So, Mick, welcome. David, welcome. Do you look at the stars? Welcome. Zorlock, beer, weed, and Sabbath for all. Three things I don't have pulled out right now, but this is a family-friendly show. Remember that. You know, since I tell people locally about my channel, I have to be kind of nice, you know. Is the July poster in the background repro? Yes. I don't think that originally came out. I think it was just, yeah, that's what the Gearson copy it came with. Still have my Gearson copy too. Turn it on, turn it up, and turn me loose. Got some good stuff lined up. And I did check to see if the copyright police were going to be on my ass, and I don't think they are. Looks like I get the pass. So, and as you can tell, I'm in my shaman outfit. This thing seems to get kind of tighter and tighter on me as I age, but you know, even with all the working out I do, well, this was already kind of tight to begin with. I mean, when it's cold out, that's all I need to say. Hey, Brandon, welcome. Yeah, this is pretty nice. I got this from I don't know if you want to call it a head shop, but it's definitely a hippie shop where they sell crystals and tapestries. I actually bought, well, you can't see it right now, but it was that swirly kind of green and blue tapestry. I bought that from there. It's a place called Euphoria. It's a fitting name. I haven't really been in there since, but it's got some tight clothing in there for sure, including this. Yeah, I love this. And when you wear this too, it fits differently than most clothing. You know, it's really tight, but you have to put it on and off differently than most clothing of this type. It's just a different kind of fabric, you know. And just wearing this right now, it's really comfortable too. Even though it's tight, it's just very something about it's very like soothing. Like you just kind of feel the energy rubbing off of it or something. YouTube Popo. That's right. Playing the Medium OG on my record player. Nice. Don't know too many people that own that. Hey, welcome, Wandering Mirage. You're are you the same dude that goes under on Instagram, Child of the I forget your name. I know who you are though. Canadian fella, right? Kimba, welcome. Mandrake Medium Memorial. Shared that a few months ago, didn't I? That's uh that's a classic for sure. Yeah, it's very silky. It's nice texture. I love it. I could almost sleep in this thing, but I'd definitely rip it, if I were to move a certain way. Yeah, child of a few hours. I get a lot of people's names confused on Instagram. Yeah, I saw that. Every Mother's Son's back. If I ever see that, and I do see it quite often, I just pass it all along to people. It's a nice cheapie. Great harmonies, just very slept on. Well, looks like I got quite a crowd 5 minutes in. That's good. Yeah, like I said, you guys are just joining me. I'm going to be spinning some more on that kind of late 60s hard rock style kind of stuff and show one that came in the mail today that I've been after for like 10 years, literally. I don't know why the moment just was never right picking a reissue up because the prices just kept spiking. There weren't any copies in the US every time I would look, and finally been repressed about a year ago now, and I will be showing that here soon. But yeah, we'll get the ball rolling about 10-15 minutes in, I think. Just a little prelude. Um, which one are you blessed to own? The Mandrake Memorial one? Yeah, for some reason, medium. That was kind of the hardest one to find for me, especially in good shape. I mean, prices kind of fluctuate between like 20 to 80 bucks, depending on condition. Yeah, it's definitely better than their first, I agree. Um, well, I think this weekend I'm going to shoot a video for my recent vinyl finds. I showed them in the past live streams that I've done recently, but I'm going to still talk about them in depth and repeat myself in an actual video. I haven't really done a proper recent finds video in like a month, which is kind of unusual. I gotta catch up here. Managed to get a copy of Time of the Zombies double LP. Okay. Von Zipper's in. Welcome. Been finding a bunch of Hawaiian and Exotica lately. Yeah, some of that stuff's really nice. Um, yeah, their album Puzzle's my favorite. They just kept getting better and better with each LP, I think. Puzzle, I can see some people kind of, you know, not as hyped about it. It's certainly a different project they were going for, a little more classically trained, progadelic kind of stuff. Yeah, yep. Puzzle's a great one. I'm glad I finally got all their three studio albums. I would like to have the three-part Inventions or whatever that archival one's called. It's definitely like the most dreamy and kind of lo-fi sounding of their stuff, and it's a beautiful record. Yeah, I got some stuff to talk about too. I mean, as far as local breaking news, have you guys seen that viral video where last Sunday, well, this week on Sunday, someone actually stole well, I don't know if he stole, he borrowed a skid loader. Apparently, this guy got fired recently, started going crazy in the Home Depot parking lot. It's kind of funny to talk about now, but if it were to happen to me, I'd be like, damn. It was kind of crazy. It kind of went viral. It put Lincoln on the map. I will say that. I might even share a clip in my next uh, recent vinyl finds, just throw it in there. But yeah, this guy was lifting cars up with the skid loader, and then the viral video was him actually ramming into the patrol car, broke the windows out, and yeah, they drew guns on him. It was kind of wild, a wild scene for me. We don't see people like that around here. He just he was feeling that cabin fever because it was like Sunday. That was the coldest day. It was like 15 below that day, and I guess maybe he had just been scooping snow for the last 3 days and slept overnight in it or something. I don't know. He went Jack Torrance on him. Except it wasn't a snowcat, it was a bobcat or something. Yeah, look it up. There's a video circulating, so kind of crazy. These trails, yeah, I don't have that one. It's kind of what I'm looking to pick up down the road. Yeah, ever since I moved to Lincoln, man, well, I guess you just kind of notice crime a little more than typical, but you know, because I grew up in that small rural town life, but you know, Lincoln it does kind of have a small town feeling compared to Omaha. And I think generally most people are a little nicer here. At least that's what my college buddy says, and he's lived in Omaha for a while now. And I kind of agree. Every time I go to Omaha, it always kind of feels kind of scummy and kind of like people have a lot of ruffled feathers or something. But you know, it is certainly more populated, and you know, for me, it's a little harder to get around the city. You know, there's a little more time constraint and stuff like that. So it makes a whole difference with people's perception of life. You know, people that have grown up there for decades. You know, um, so yeah, I'll show that recent find and then catch up on the chat here. Actually, I got two to share. Well, I think I have a few more actually, but they might be in the stack with me here, but forgot to grab a couple. So I'll show the killer one first, you could say. Um, Charlie. Which one's Charlie? Is that? Oh, Charlie Launder. Forgot to say hello to you. Welcome. Yeah, sorry if I missed some chat. I mean, that's just kind of how the game rolls. But yeah, these trails OG. I'm not gonna risk picking up an OG, but I've been eyeing a copy here and there. It's not really the top of the want list. I've been kind of laying off a lot of folk-based stuff, you know, for a while, but let's see. Can't be many mountaineers from Nebraska. I don't think so. I mean, there's no mountains unless you go west. It gets a little more hilly, but there ain't nothing around them parts. Yeah, Drag City reish. I forgot who reissued that. I thought it was on a Karma. Did they do it too? But anyways, um, finally picked this one up. This is also one of those records I would never, you know, unless this dropped in locally at the Lincoln shop, maybe I would pick up an OG, but not really hunting one down. I'm really satisfied with orangutan. This is highly regarded as you guys know, kind of hard rock based, but you know, I'd say like half of this is really hard rock, and then you know, they kind of slow down a little bit. It gets kind of mellow. There's this kind of swaying, kind of swaggery. What am I saying? Kind of a steady flow going on here, and it kind of gets a little acoustic in parts, and it's not just all fists up hard rock, but definitely the favorite tracks are the heavy cuts as well. You know, Chocolate Piano is definitely my favorite on here. Looks like I got on my phone here. It says this message is held for review. Must be some slur of some kind, and I can't even tap on it. I don't know who said this, but or what the message is, but I cannot click on it. I hate how YouTube just censors everything. Can't seem to do it on the laptop. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is the latest Gearson reissue. Tap this here. And I love the texture of the sleeve too. I mean, Gearson, they just do some quality pressings here, man. I have not spun this yet, but I do imagine it sounds pretty beautiful. And so yeah, they originally what named Hunter or something. To me, they kind of remind me of the band Free. I don't know if that's a good comparison. You know, it's kind of blues based. You're coming out of the blues boom of the '60s and kind of laying down them progressive hard rock leanings that were just coming around this new decade. You know, with Zeppelin coming out and stuff, and yeah, Magic Playground. I listened to that today, and yeah, it's just I kind of been streaming this at work. You know, kind of getting myself prepped to owning this finally. So um, yeah, I mean, considering what bell pressings are. I mean, I imagine you know some OGs on major labels. I mean, even a lot of Capitol pressings back in the day aren't very good either. And I hear Canadian Capitol pressings are even better. I don't know if that's like some kind of rumor, but that's what some people have been chatting about online that I've read. Yeah, it's kind of odd to be on Bell Records, isn't it? The only other heavy ish band I can think of on that label is uh, what's their names? Sweet Ballroom Blitz. Yes, I used to have a 45 of theirs. Had Man from Mecca on the B side, which was kind of a sleeper tune. But I'll show the other ones here before we start spinning any. This is one I picked up just yesterday, along with a couple others. I wanted to pick up some more from this shop. Let me tap this here. I'm trying to get this chat off for a minute. No, I don't want to cancel streaming. I'm still trying to figure this all out here. I'm going to flip the camera around and see if that helps. Hey, looks like it worked. I don't know. Little things like that kind of distract me. That's why I have my laptop here so I can, read the chat easier because on my phone it just disappears within like 10 seconds. But yeah, I picked up 3 LPs in total, and this was one I knew no one was going to buy this for the longest time, and I was like, I basically solely went there just to pick this up. It's been sitting in the shop for like 5 years, literally. Hamilton Streetcar. This is kind of notorious for not having the best rep in the whole site game, but I do understand. This is not the Hamilton Streetcar we love necessarily. It was basically all rebranded, and producers got a hold of their name, turned it into a whole commercial kind of pop concept. But regardless, there's still a few good tracks on here. Brother Speed, taken from the Apple Tree Theater album. John Boylan was part of this project, as well as Buzz Clifford, who was working with East Side Kids at the time. And they also do one of the songs that they performed as well, ICIM. And I I think there's some good tracks on here. I think initially I kind of had a distaste for it too, but they're just all over the map, and it's kind of a messy album. I posted this on Instagram today, and I think the tracks "Where Do I Go" is a very tasty track, and then "Silver Wings," an original track on here, and I guess the only original member from the uh, origins of this band is the vocalist, and sometimes he's kind of hit and miss too. But the other good track on here, "Wouldn't It Be Nice to Have Wings and Fly?" It's kind of a mouthful, but yeah, very, very good. Crazy Elephant, yep, I used to have the self-title album, but they're also kind of bubblegummy. They're kind of known best for their underground cut, Dark Side of My Mind, Part 2, I think it's called. It's a great heavy psych piece. Um, yeah, I think they're based from California, at least. Hamilton Streetcar, and it's kind of a goofy graphic, you know, it looks kind of cartoony, doesn't it? But I do have kind of I love the kind of messy charm about it. regardless, but had a lot of session musicians perform on here, and no reason. I mean, it makes sense. You can find this for $10. Nobody wants it, but I'll keep it for a while. We'll see how long I keep it. So, anybody ready to hear some tunes instead of me yapping at you? And about the skid loader thing. So today at work, I noticed they had a trailer and a skid loader on top of this trailer. Just before I was about ready to leave, because I think they were prepping to remove snow because we had some more snowfall last night. Nothing significant, but it's been really slushy out there. But they had, like I said, that skid loader, and I took a picture of it, and I was gonna post and say something like, you know, I'll never look at a skid loader the same way. Now it's like a death machine or something, the way the guy was driving it. But I guess, they keep it at work also, so in case anyone's kind of losing their mind, take it out on their own boss, hop right in. I just thought it was kind of funny. But yeah, it's just, isn't that kind of crazy how just such a simple piece of machinery can make you think twice? Now, every time I see people driving them, I'm going to second guess it's someone kind of losing their mind. But yeah, check out that viral video. It put Lincoln on the map, man. Lee Hazelwood Project, not that particular album. There are 45 singles before that. There are two singles they came out with. Was on LHI. So, oh yeah, I actually prefer the session musicians on Chocolate Watch Band records than the actual band themselves. That's why I like their second album a little more than their first one. Never been too big on Chocolate Watch Band, to be honest. Hey Derek, I know this might be off topic, but I post full album psych LPs on my channel, and I think you would like it, and I might want to check it out. Yeah, totally. I'll try to remember your username here. Well, I'll look back on the stream, but yeah, I add full album. I have a full album playlist on my YouTube, and I'm always constantly adding stuff on there to listen at work and stuff. So I will remember that. Thank you. My library on YouTube, I use YouTube more as like a Spotify. I think it's vastly better. But I mean, just that's just for me. I can turn my phone screen off and listen to stuff because I pay the premium or whatever, which is totally worth it. And my library is almost too full. I've been kind of removing a lot of those topic playlists and stuff of full albums, but YouTube is really good on that end. Light in the Attic's good. Yep. You find more records on eBay or Discogs or local. I mean, generally, I think local. I pick up a lot of things lately. Last year, I've been pretty significant as far as local finds. Especially my top 10 finds of the year have been, for the most part, local, which is kind of amazing. But yeah, Discogs definitely is my go-to. But I've been kind of slowing down the past few months, not buying like I used to. But then sometimes I'll pay from the website themselves. If I see a Discogs user posting something and they say it's cheaper on their website, just like recently I did that with an item still coming in the mail, and you get it off like $20 cheaper. So that's also kind of a nice little secret to know about. I don't mean to be pretentious, but I also make compilations of acid folk. I have 7 on my channel now. Not pretentious, man. Yeah, and I guess while I'm here live, we'll get to some music, I promise, but if you look on my channel, I have a public playlist called PsycheDerek Mix Songs. And if you guys ever add the playlist to your library section like I do, I encourage you guys to do it. I'm always adding songs on there, psychedelic related, or just songs I think are interesting for people to listen to, or songs that I'm digging at the moment. And currently I have like, I'm guessing 1,200 songs on there. And I've had that playlist ever since like 2020 or 2019, around there. Just constantly adding songs, and all you have to do is hit shuffle and you'll find something. And it's not always, just familiar psych songs, but it's also just a lot of underground stuff that you can only find through YouTube, and you can't find on Spotify. So, yeah, I encourage everyone to save that if you'd like. Dick Watson 5? I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, the Damon 45? How did that drop here? That's just a total mystery to me. And the fact that July record sat in some home here in Lincoln for 50 plus years and played on the local station here, and I'm the owner of it. I thought that thing would be like, you know, on the display wall in some other country. But it happens to just sit placed here. I mean, it's kind of nice, Nebraska. It's got its pros and cons, but I'm the only hippie in town. Or at least it seems that way, but anyways, let's get started. So, kind of wanted to start sooner, but you know how time flies. But I thought this would be a pretty favorable pick for tonight. Finchley Boys. I'm sure you guys know this one, right? It's kind of considered a private press, everlasting tributes. This is one of the very last copies I picked up on their Bandcamp when they were selling the stock copies. And it was still sealed when I got it, and thankfully, no warp. So, this is one of my favorite kind of bluesy hard rock records from the time period. I think this band's out of Illinois, I want to say. I forget the town, but it's somewhere in Illinois. Let's see. So the FB group made me realize that I really need to dig into some South American psych. I have none. I take it you're part of my psychedelic situation page. Welcome aboard. Yeah, awesome to see that you spotted that as the weekend theme. So on Facebook, I have a group called Psychedelic Situation. Got about 500 people on there from all over the world, and lately, well, ever since about July or August, I think, been doing weekend themes, and this weekend is South American records, and kind of prompted me because of last week's pick with Pax record from Peru. Just decided to post that, and people have been sharing their stuff lately, and some great people showing some collections in there, so I shall miss you. Well, I'll check the chat afterwards, and once the stream's over for like a day or whatever, because YouTube, it says it has to like process for a whole day or something. I guess maybe it's doing a copyright check or something, but I'll go back in the chat and look at some of the suggestions here. But thank you. Yeah, champagne, that sounds right. Cool. So let's begin. And then we'll kind of chat as we're listening and stuff. So I kind of love that label design too. Gonna eat ya. But yeah, this whole thing's consistently really strong. Lonnie, do you have a copy of this? I imagine you do. Let's see here. Do the pre-lint test. keep it at a respectable volume. Thanks, Ryan. Yeah, it's basically my shaman outfit. Got this from the local hippie shop. I love it. It's actually pretty comfortable for being tight on me, but it's really tight in the armpits. Definitely. Yeah, I was asking if you had the Finchley Boys, Lonnie. You have this one? I imagine you do. Crystal Mansion. I used to have that first album. I didn't really care for it though. Yeah, this is probably the most bluesy cut, but I still actually dig it. It's kind of cool. Not too many thrifts. I mean, as far as like Goodwill stores, there's like 4. I really only go to like two of the best ones. There used to be a Salvation Army. It's closed down now. And then there's like a few other smaller shops, but rarely sell records. There's one that does have a lot of records in it. It's like a Christian thrift, but a lot of chud in that one. Love this part. Yeah, I'm actually looking for that Peter Green album, End of the Game, I think it's called. The big lion on it, or the tiger. I'm actually looking for that one. Nebraska's very boring, my friend. Unfortunately, I think I'm here to stay. Cost of living's nice. Yeah, Nebraska's definitely got its pros and cons. I mean, I kind of like the land in general, but the people, that's a different story. I mean, people are generally pretty honest here at least. I mean, not a lot of crime, just a lot of living off the land kind of characters, I'm saying. Fleetwood Mac the Colt? I'm not aware of that, Kimba. Yeah, Nebraska's pretty flat, isn't it? On your way to Colorado, yeah, it's not much to look at on that interstate. But yeah, Colorado scenery, I love that, man. I'd like to go back there. I love the whole Wyoming and Colorado landscapes. The big vacation I want to take is like somewhere out in like Utah or New Mexico. I love the scenery out there for sure. Me and my college buddy, we might do Utah. We're talking about it. Might take an Amtrak train there or something. We'll just take turns driving there. Alberta, Canada, I mean, it's a lot of open spaces too. I see your photos on there, man. really beautiful scenery. Sometimes it can be snow-covered mountains and just nice, vast ocean lakes, and not ocean, but giant lakes. Yeah, Lonnie, I remember you saying, well, I knew you were from there because of your little care package you sent. Run away for 2 days. What the hell? Welcome, Randy. Yeah, basically just kind of staying in today, tonight. It's another cold night here in Nebraska. I think it's like 0 degrees plus the wind chill. The wind's pretty brutal today, so I'm just not going out and partying, so staying in. Big Brother Ernie Johnson. I hadn't listened to that in a long time. Yeah, honestly, I'm not too. I know my geography, but Canada, I'm a little iffy on. But British Columbia, right? I always forget the placement of the different territories there, but it's kind of sad. But hey, it shows I'm Nebraskan. I don't know too much, so some of my knowledge is kind of limited in some spots, but some people these days, the TikTokers, they can't even name continents, man. And some people will be like, what's the capital of the U.S.? Alaska? Or something stupid like that, but Vermont, huh? Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever make it to the East Coast. The farthest east I've been is Chicago, sadly. I mean, I'd love to travel the world if I could, but, I'm just not financially set to do so. If I had someone that was a traveler and did that sort of thing and brought me along, I'd be along for the ride, man. I'd love to I basically went to Minnesota because my boss was going there one time and had a hell of a time. That was fun up there. Now this next track's pretty heavy, so we'll kind of crank it full blast.
All right, I want you to come up much closer now.
Out.
Give me the hand. Please, I need you. Come on.
I'd love to make it to Michigan sometime. I'm all about the green, man. You got it. Don't necessarily collect 8-tracks or cassettes. If I see something interesting or something uncommon, I'll pick it up. But no, I don't collect them. I'm just sadly just an LP kind of guy. But I mean, I'd love to collect 45s too when the price is right. But or if it's a specific track I'm looking for. thanks, Randy. Appreciate that. It's very thoughtful. Just like saying, like you have a box in your bedroom or something, and you'd be like, "Hey, there's your bed, little boy. Well, my dog, he can sleep with me though." Oh, but you got cats though, right, Randy? You got little fluffy guys. I'm a cat lover myself. Might be a little cold out there. Cats rule, man. I also started working on another song of mine. I got another fictitious album I'm working on. Part of my Astral Yacht trilogy. Working on the third album. I'm on track number 2. Maybe I'll sample that for you guys if you guys are interested in what I'm cooking up lately. Kind of a little more spaced out, kind of, I don't know, krautrock inspired maybe. The first track is anyway, it's an instrumental, but the second one I actually did vocals for today. Nope. I think I have a SoundCloud, but I haven't logged into that account for like 10 years. Nope, I just, I do it very nonchalantly here on YouTube. I don't do any copyright claiming or anything. It's just, for me, making music's just kind of like a leisurely thing. It's not really something I'm serious about because who the hell's gonna pick up my stuff that I'm making? I just do it on here to share with you guys. I have made a second channel on YouTube specifically for my music. So far, I've only put the second album on there, but I do plan on putting this new one on there as well. Just so I have kind of a backup so it's saved somewhere else in case I lose my main channel. Let's hope not. Yesterday's Children, it's pretty decent. Not too big on that one, but it's got some good tracks for sure. Actually helped my buddy pick up an OG of that. It's definitely spiked in price recently. Chocolate Watch Band, this isn't the original track, is it? I thought they covered it as well. I think they did. Right? Who wrote that track? I always thought that was like a... I guess I don't... Isn't that is that a Kinks song? Oh yeah, Randy, you say Kinks wrote it. Yeah, that sounds right. I was gonna say that in Chocolate Watch Band. I almost got my ass kicked too. Sorry, Lonnie. Totally forgot who did that one. It's like forgetting who wrote Red House. Thunder and Roses, of course. Should I spoil what else I got lined up for tonight? Plan on playing this whole album, but I'll share what else I got lined up. Thought maybe I'd get away with this one. You guys know Stray? It's Lincoln Vintage Vinyl Find. I didn't pay that full price, but it's kind of the nice thing about trading stuff in, you know? Get some nice discounts. got the second album on the original, that leather texture sleeve. Yeah, Suicide. Yep. Found that one local too. That's a UK copy. Yeah, I heard the third one's pretty strong too. I haven't gotten that far yet, but your first two talk about like under talked, right? I don't hear a lot of people talking about this one. Got the cool die cut cover. Love that. Yeah, man. I'll be posting it on my Instagram soon. Just recently revisited this one. Let's flip her over. Do the other side. Whoops. So the song about being hooked on heroin. I don't know. It's called Hooked.
See that little old man over there? See him side coming down the coast. Well, that's a real guy. You
Yeah.
know where he stays.
Stray would have been awesome to see,
Yeah, he'll fix you
man.
up. Whatever you need. 'Cause you're hooked and you can't get off, and that is why you can't prove yourself, and that is why you don't even know what to
Be right back.
And he got a good job. He's doing real well. But you still need some more money to satisfy you. So you stop opening up those cheap little grocery stores. And you go to your man. And you ask him to fix you up. That's what you want to do. 'Cause you're hooked. And you can't get off. And that is why you can't live with yourself. And that is why you don't even know.
You guys think I drink or not? Oh yeah, Derek's getting crunk tonight. Sponsored by Busch Light, baby. I actually have these because my buddy was over and we were playing some video games and he brought a whole 30 pack and they pretty much drank it all because I had to bring my buddy back. Yeah. Still have a couple left. Derek's getting naughty tonight. Take a sip. Yeah. For all you know, this could be my 10th beer, baby. This beer's silly. Actually, my first one. I promise. I love you guys. I love you. Doesn't go any better with old Trapper here. I'm kind of getting into this lately. bubbly, huh? Caucus. I'm not really seasoned in all my alcoholic ventures, but take your word for it. Yeah, I don't drink too much, but in general, I'm being honest with you. But I have drank a few when I've been DJing and stuff. I haven't DJed since last year, actually. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the bar is kind of going through some alcohol licensing things, so the 2 times I've showed up to DJ, they've been closed, so. All leads to problems. You know about that, right, Randy? If he's still with us. I forgot to show what else I got lined up. So I was going back on Mr. Bizarro's live stream. I must have missed this one. I listened to it today at work. We're playing the St. Anthony's Fire, or St. Anthony's Fire, as he said in the stream. The song label. Yeah, they really stacked that shit high on the shelves, I know. I've been there. Yeah, man, this is just a blasted, rough masterpiece here, man. I love this shit, man. Yeah, I pulled some heavies. I don't spin this one too much, but it is a keeper though, Negative Space. Reissued by Sundays not too long ago. The fidelity on this is not the greatest. I mean, you really have to turn the volume up, but must have sampled a rough copy or something or mastered it off of it, because it's not the best sounding reissue also, but it's still got some good tracks on it. So they only had their debut out by that shit. Got my wah pedal right there, Randy. Unreliable. Box, baby. Gotta get this pedal tightened. It falls by itself when I let off of it. I'll play some guitar later. We'll see what happens. I actually saw Stray live 12 times. Wow. It's awesome you can be in the same dimension of time to talk with people that have actually seen these concerts, you know? Yeah, one of my favorite tracks on Negative Space is actually one of the softer cuts. Gotta look it up. The track, The Long Hair, got some like flute in there or something. Might be my favorite off here, but they're heavy moments. Forbidden Fruit, Calm After the Storm. I think that was on a Brown Acid comp, right? Definitely fits. crucial and thundering piece of proto-metal history. And then I got like 2 more, and then I got the other 2 finds from yesterday I'll show. Not as heavy, but still, this is one of my favorites, like all the way through. Mountain Bus, Sundance. It's a local find. Almost paid up in full for that. That's still a decent price. If you guys can't get into the Grateful Dead, this is a great alternative. Sound just like them. But really good though. Great West Coast style jam band. Do an awesome version of I Know You Writer. Love it. Randy, you're such a liar, man. There's no way in hell you got a jazz collection. That's just not you. One day, Randy, you're gonna have to sell it off. Your wife's gonna sell them all to me. Got her number. Anyways, the last 2 I picked up from yesterday. Hey, Aaron's in the house. I was talking about you earlier. Welcome aboard, son. I was showing this one. You were doing a live stream of this. I missed out on it. Saint Anthony's Fire. These last 2, though, I'll share these here. I'm kind of surprised to see this. I'd never seen this in person yet. $12 sounded about right to me. Glencoe. I heard this a long time ago. I think it's like a kind of a progressive rural rocker. I think it's UK based as well. I gotta get more familiar with this one, but I've seen this around. Definitely. Oh yeah, New Jersey, right. Very much, I think they play a lot of concerts with Grand Funk, right? Hey, welcome, Dave. Alright, well thank you, Fractal Low. Thanks for joining. Hope I answered all your questions. Sorry if I missed anybody messages. Kind of how it goes though. I try to keep up with the chat as much as I can. Yeah, I was saying earlier, this is not the typical shop I go into when I found this. Or found that Hamilton streetcar, but he had a few other Psych LPs I was surprised to see there. The Bermuda Jam. And I almost picked up another copy of Summerhill. You guys know that album? I'll show my copy. Just a moment. Just a moment. Space there. You guys know this record, Summerhill? Local shop had another copy and it was like $20. Should have bought it. It'll probably stay there, but you know, thought maybe I'd pick it up for somebody if anybody was in need of one. I'm willing to do it. Maybe I'll do it for my 3K subscriber special. I do have an idea for that, by the way. I'm not going to spoil it though. It's going to be kind of a funny video. Yeah, it's a whole mixture of things. It's got kind of a country blend, a lot of psychedelic overtones on this one. Friday morning's paper. It's going to rain. Bring me around. It's got a lot of phasing effects on that one. Backward tape loops and shit. It's everything I love, man. Are you serious, Lonnie? You don't have that one? Are you saying dibs because of the permanent records on Instagram? Like when they say dibs? You got dibs! I'll certainly pick it up for you if you're serious. Oh, you haven't. I thought I trusted you. I'm never trusting you again, man. Hey, my beer's getting cold. Shit. Yeah, Ivory's very good too, though. I might prefer Summerhill, though. Ivory's pretty good. So yeah, well, I got one more to share, I guess, that I was thinking about playing. Oh, forgot to show the other one. This is in the $4 bin. It's not really that great, but there's a couple great tracks on here. Rosebud. This is actually Judy Henske and Jerry Esther. It's on the straight label. They formed into Rosebud. The disc is really nice, but the record cover's not that great. Pre's label. This one's pretty cheap anyways, but it's got a nice harpsichord track on it, from what I recall. It's got a couple good moments on here. I think it's just one chick on there, my guy. That is it for Finchley Boys. So, Aaron, you dig those sounds, man? You got Finchley Boys? That was the entirety. Played the whole album Spotlight. Finchley Boys. Like I said, man, this was like one of the very last stock copies on their Bandcamp site before it finally sold out. So I got real lucky on this, right timing. So we're glad to pick that up. Neon Pearl, yeah. I still need to pick that one up down the road. It's not my favorite of the Dutton stuff, but I do like it. Very ahead of its time, though, too. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I see your point, Lonnie. It does look like a chick. The other one, though, this one does not have any copyright, thankfully. But I think you guys will dig this. It's the original Faces of Mount Rushmore here. High on Mount Rushmore. It kind of looks like, I don't know, maybe a little, who does that look like? Dave the Pickup Artist? No, I'm just kidding, man. But Dot Records used to have their second album. Did sell it, unfortunately. It does have some good heavy tracks, though. But this is a nice cheapie. It's very bluesy. Still a keeper. You play a tuner. Tune or two, huh? My favorite on here. Probably the 9-minute cut. Looking back, but people are not really gonna vibe with that one. I think they want a little more upbeat, heavy beastie track, and they do a version of Stone Free on here. Play a track, see how you like it. Not the best copy, but yeah, the second album, it's got a couple really weak spots, but also some of their strongest cuts too. The last two tracks on their second album were highlights for me and Toe Jam as well.
People kinda drag me down. Well, they talk about me just like a dog. They talk about clothes that I wear.
I don't know what variation that is, Mr. Dave, but I used to have that soundtrack. Don't ask me why. I'm not going to answer that. But I actually acquired that through a collection somehow, and lots of banjo. Then I had people knocking on my door one day, and I don't want to retell that traumatizing story, so we'll just leave it there. Paddle faster, I hear banjos. Still got that shirt, Randy. It is kind of tight though. I should have said extra large. I think you sent me a large, right? Especially now. I'm like, at this point, might be a 3X. No. I do buy XL shirts now though. Never used to be like that. What happens when you I won't go there. Filling out?
No, I don't wanna be tied down. I just wanna be free. Whoa, so free.
I just switched over to Bush.
So free. So free.
I was stuck on that, whatever you call it. Gas X?
Loose, man.
This does taste good tonight, though. Yeah, both of their albums could have been a little better, but it's kind of one of those things, you know, it's a nice album to get stoned to. You kind of appreciate it more in that light. You ever seen that skit with Gene Wilder? He's in that Woody Allen movie where he falls in love with the sheep, and they, at the very end of the skit, it's like he wants to make love with this sheep. I forget what movie it is, but at the very end, he's like homeless on the streets. The sheep kicked him out. Starts drinking Wool Light. I thought it was funny. Yeah, I love T2. I got their archival LP, the one that came out from Pearson, called 1970. I actually prefer that over their studio album, the Boomland one. I do like Boomland, but the 1970 archival sessions, that shit's great, man. That's my favorite from them. Then I also have the Please album too, 1967 to 69, I think, or 68 to 69. Terminator 2 was a good film, man. I finally picked up the Blu-ray of that. It's kind of one of those films that are essential. Still holds up. One of those rare occasions where the sequel is actually the best of the whole franchise. At least that's popular opinion. A little crackly, but this is one of the very first of its kind I picked up, considering underground stuff. I probably picked this up back in like 2015 maybe, or 2014. My college years. Damn. Boy, that's awesome to hear. Wow. Saw T2 in the theater, huh? Yeah, I'd like to go back to that Omaha theater. Well, it's located in Omaha, but it's like the... what's it called? I watched Die Hard there. It's based in Dallas. I forget the name of it, but they show a lot of old films. And I'm sure they've showed T2 at some point. The night after Die Hard, they were going to show Brazil, that 1985 film with the connection to what's their buckets? That comedy team, Terry Gilliam, Monty Python. Well, anyways, they were showing that at the theater. I would love to see that too. Big screen. They got some bulldog breed. I'm glad to cross that one off. So we kind of liking this, or we want to switch it up? I say switch it up, but I think you guys would like Stray. Got this one, Aaron? Their first two especially, I think, are just super essential for any trailblazing UK hard rock kind of material. It's one that's kind of gets undercooked and under talked about. Nice. Hey, snagged this just in time. Love that die cut. I mean, that image alone makes me think of like mid-70s, not 1970. Blossom toes? I do not. I do not have any blossom toes. I've been kind of looking here and there at Polydor copies of the first one. And I'd like to have their two yet. Do you want to see the labels of this, Randy? Transatlantic? I don't think it's too pricey. 40, 50 bucks, I think. This ever come out in the US? I don't remember. I don't think it looked like this, did it? Not for certain. I only know the UK copy. Yeah, I know it is a repress. Early press, nonetheless. Switch it up a little bit. See if my lava lamp's getting hot. Ow! I'm just kidding. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. Needle drop this sucker. Yeah, definitely an early pressing. No, it was not that hot. You guys even see that? I think I like that one better than the green one that you guys see in my trip videos. That one seems to get a little more bubbly. My green one just kind of looks like a long turd or something. It's kind of floating around. It's definitely not a floater, it's a sinker. Uh, your Suicide's a white label promo? You're killing me, Randy. You're killing me. Warm your Willie Nelson, huh? I hadn't played this in a while. It's a nice refresh. Yeah, this is quality stuff, man. I'm gonna put a couple away here. I'll be back. Rock on! That is so not me. Hey, Aaron, if you're still here, I don't know if you might have missed me showing this one, then I picked this up. Orangutan. came in the mail today, finally. Kind of taken a while, but I have not spun this yet. It will be in my recent finds update. Hopefully I get to make the video this weekend. Might make it on Sunday, we'll see. Yeah. I don't even get exhausted after dancing. I sweat enough working out. It does have the Obi strip, yep. It's a black vinyl copy. There it is. Yeah, I kind of accidentally ripped it a little bit, pulling it off, but it's all good. Not the end of the world. Yeah, I'm finally glad I picked this up. I mean, it's been really lacking picking one up for over 10 years, ever since that Somar copy came out back in like 2014. Just never was in my price range, or else I was just always looking for something else, you know? So I had a whole year to pick this up since it got reissued again, and finally said, screw it, let's go for it. It was either this one or Elias Hulk I was going to pick up. I decided this one for now. I might pick up Elias Hulk down the road, but I also picked up Heavy Rain. The record you spun. Record smokes, man. Yeah, I do, I use Planet Fitness. Go there pretty often, but, you know, I'm gaining muscle, but the thing I'm trying to work on is right here. I'm trying to work on that tummy fat, but it's kind of hard, man. You have to be very consistent on it, and some days it's better than others. And now with the weekend here, with, you know, Randy peer pressuring me, can't stop it. Yeah. I mean, orangutan kind of has some of its softer moments too. It's a little more kind of a steady rocker, you know. Yeah, I need to pick up Elias Holt down the road too. A lot of stuff I'm lacking. I used to be very good at pull-ups. I haven't done them in a long time, but used to be able to do like 12 or 15, somewhere around there. I used to be the fastest kid in my class, if you can believe that. Top 3 at least. When I ran the mile, I would clock in about 7 minutes, which is not too bad. Used to always finish between like 3rd and 5th place, around there. Never number 1, but I was a pretty fast runner. It was me and this other gal. She could kick my ass. In the 100-meter dash, man. 100-meter dash was my jam back in middle school when I took track. Yeah, the only high school sport I went out for was golf, but that was a joke. They never invited me to any meets because I was no good. And we'd always like skip practice and just take off in my friend's old beat up Buick and drive on down by the track and field and just like blare this horn on the Buick because it would sound like a freaking train. Had such a loud horn on that thing. But it was a good time. But the shirt we had to buy for our meets, which I never went to, costed like $70. Never got a refund. And then I remember there was one time where practice was canceled and we took all the golf carts out in the rain. Enough said, right? That was always kind of fun as well, you know. Get it up to like 15, 20 miles per hour and then just slam that brake. Go sliding for days. Up and down the hills. It was great. There was a couple days like that. I never did pole vault. I did 100 meter and 200. I did there's like 4 guys on the track. Is it 4x1? 4 guys on the track, they hand you the baton. I was the 3rd guy in that run around the track. I always enjoyed that. It was like the 4 fastest guys in the whole middle school at the time. Then I did discus. And then I did do shot put for one year in 7th grade, I think. Didn't care for that. I like discus though. Yeah, the relay race. That's the only time you're running, Lonnie. That and if the house is on fire, right? Let's hope. I do like swimming too, but when I'm really out of shape in swimming, like I was 5 years ago or something, I was like, I'm about ready to drown out here. It takes a lot of energy to get your strokes in. Yeah, Biz, he's in pretty good shape for however old he is. I actually don't know how old you are, Aaron. To me, you look about late 40s, maybe 48-ish. Just guessing. Yeah, you can guarantee, you can bet your ass I got a milk crate full of records to take. The house is on fire. 52? Okay. 48's a compliment. Don't look 52. I'm the youngin'. Alright, at least someone's in my decade. Welcome to the 30s. Dirty 30s. In case anyone's wondering about the skid loader story, I was actually the one driving the skid loader. They did bail me out the next day to go to work. My parents love me. That's basically the whole reason I streamed tonight, is just to kind of confess my sins, you know. Just had to let everybody know that I'm okay. The patrol car's not okay, but I got bailed out, so yeah. I was telling people that at work. Wooderson. A bunch of liars in the chat. And I'm the only one being honest. Not really. Alright. You think that movie could be made nowadays? Even movies from the 2000s, I don't think could be made nowadays, you know? Times are rapidly changing. Can't believe we're only on side 1 yet. A long ways to go. And by long ways, I mean 5 minutes or so. Haven't seen Dazed and Confused in a while. It's been a minute. You have any truck driving music you can play for Kimba? Well, why do you ask? She likes truck driving music, huh? Can't think of anything offhand. Here we got Mountain Bus. Not exactly a truck driver, but it's a bus. Got some truck driving music for you. Does this fit? It's basically Kimba in the driver's seat, and there's Randy on the bridge. Fucking love this movie, man. So in the movie, Randy would be guiding you across the bridge because there's dynamite on board. But don't worry, you make it across. just barely. Know this record? Mountain Moving Day. Sure, this one maybe a couple years ago. It's an all-girl kind of gathering here. I think there are a bunch of college gals. It's really good. Hey, Tuco lives. Welcome aboard, man. Wow. He's been resurrected. This is kind of a historical moment. Welcome, Tuco. It's kind of a rare occasion I'm doing a live stream. It's my 3rd time in a row. I probably won't do one next week, by the way, for those wondering, but I will come back and do these fairly more often since I got my mic set up and stuff, so it's been a fun hang. We'll catch you at the next record show, Mr. Tuco. I'll have something for you to trade for that Dave Bixby. Oh wait. That was a hell of a find, man. I can't believe there were 2 copies in that town of Seward of Dave Bixby. Just settling in town, just nestled in some home. It's like, that's an amazing find, man. You had better luck in Seward than when I lived there. Yeah, I got my shaman outfit on tonight. Ready to do some yoga afterwards and get crunk. Yeah, time machine. And this side and put something else on. It's kind of a long side. I forgot how long this was. Yeah, I'm liking Lincoln. Oop, shit. You hear about the skid loader guy? That was me, Tuco. But don't worry, I bailed out the next day. I made it to work. And now they got it tied up on this trailer so I can't get to it. Kind of put Lincoln on the map for a minute second. Home Depot, don't shop there, man. Especially if it's next to a Taco Bell, because that was his target, for sure. Yeah, Killdozer Part 2. Except that's like a prequel, because it started out in a skid loader. When was that Killdozer? Like early 2000s or something? That shit was nuts. Part of the Killdozer saga. Yeah, I definitely took a picture of the skid loader at my work. I'm gonna post something like, tempting. I'm a little pissed at my boss. I haven't seen the documentary, Aaron, but I planned on watching it. Is it depressing? I mean, I don't know why you're asking. But, yeah, I haven't seen it, but it looked interesting. I don't know the whole scoop, the whole story, but... Is it like a... Was this built... Is this like homemade or something? I don't remember the whole story about it, but... I just know the title, Killdozer. Yeah, Nebraska's about the only sane place that's right in the middle, man. Seems like all the things on the east and west coast take like 5 years to reach Nebraska, culturally. One of them lizard people. Alright, I'm about to throw this stray off, so let's see what else we got on board. It's basically over. Oops. Try to be careful as Wolfman Jack. Let's see. You know, I'd really like to play, kind of stick to the heavy stuff with a negative space, but I'm kind of feeling some Mountain Bus. God, the whole thing's great. I'm going to go for side 2. Do a 10-minute version of I Know You Rider. It's amazing. It's simple, but amazing. Yeah, Mountain Bus. I mean, they're almost just like a second tier Grateful Dead, but man, they do it right. They do it very well. And the fact they're from Illinois, it's a total West Coast Bay Area jam band kind of record. It's really good. I've never seen a copy without ring wear. They always have ring wear. I think Outsider reissued this as well. If someone wants to pick up on it. Taking off, Randy? Sorry we hurt your feelings, but you're kind of a dick. I mean, it all started with you making me want to sleep in your back shed for some reason. That's like the most creepy fucking thing you could say. That's unhumane. Hurt feelings list. We got that Bob Weir vocal going on. I was kidding, Dave. That ain't you. That's Randy. 10 years. Bloated. No shirt. No shoes. No dice. No dice. I'm glad we've come to terms on that. Good deal. Now, what's my ideal living space? I mean, the back of like a Chevrolet pickup truck, preferably 1980s style. With a bunch of garden hoses and beer cans in the back. No pillow, just how I like it. Looking up and gazing at the stars. Maybe a sleeping bag with possibly bear shit in the sack, you know. You never know what you're gonna run into. Brother said he could stay on his neighbor's picnic table. I have experience. One of the most uncomfortable things is sleeping in your vehicle, though, I found out, especially when it's winter time. I've done that for records, sad to say. I've done that in Des Moines and Topeka, Kansas. Des Moines, that was interesting. Had to relocate, so I had the perfect spot. I was just outside Des Moines, in a small town. I think it was Van Meter, Iowa. I'm sure you know of it too, Cole, but I was unfamiliar with the place at the time, and I was sleeping just below this bridge before you go into town. Perfect spot. Vehicles parked there all the time, and I woke up to the sight of fire, like on my left side on the driver's side. I was like, what the hell is going on? I guess someone was camping out there too, and so good thing I woke up just in time, because I was like, heard like all these vehicles and all these high school kids like on both sides of me when I was parked there. I was like, I'm gonna relocate. But it wasn't too bad. It was like probably 1 in the morning or something. You know, I didn't even have my glasses on, so I didn't even know where the fire was coming from or who started it, but for all I know, it could have been Sasquatch out there lighting a fire, because all I saw was like a shadowy figure out there and saw some flames, but God, I totally missed your comment here. A bunch of garden hoses. Is this a Grateful Dead song? Would make sense. I always thought it was a bird song, right? Could be way off, but It's basically the same people. I forgot someone left notes on this. So it says, like dead and good to bro. Left some notes on there. I love this track. Makes me think of like a nice breezy sunrise. Watching a northbound train. Yeah, this is very Dead inspired. I love the hell out of this. Yeah, in 71. Sounds about 1970s, 69-ish. You know? Yeah, it's got that Garcia solo thing down too. I mean, it's the way it's tuned and everything. I don't know how they did it. They get kind of spaced out on this next track too. It kind of transitions into it. And that's kind of like instrumental from here, I think. Really good. I believe you're right. I think it is a private press. Yeah, the Good Records label. I think that is their own independent thing. Like I mentioned, man, I'll let this track play out a little bit, but I was thinking I was going to play some tracks that I've been working on my own. Guitar-based and some keyboard work, and the mixing's not the best yet. I'm still kind of tweaking it out, but I'm going to play that for you guys, hopefully, and got to run my laptop through my TV so you guys can hear it better, but worked on a track this afternoon after work. Put some vocals on it, and I think it sounds pretty good. I've never really gotten into fish. Nope. I actually heard of fish just yesterday. Someone mentioned them to me. I was talking to this antique gal next door to the record shop I was visiting yesterday, and she had mentioned some guys into fish because I told her about my record collecting and stuff, and she said he collects fish, or he's selling fish vinyl, I guess. I kind of knew they were about that, though. I knew their style a little bit. Probably the only one for tonight. But this is an empty can. Let this kind of play out, and I'll be right back. Y'all behave in the chat. I know you, writer. Yeah, I kind of get kind of floaty in this part. I love it. Yeah, I'll show you some tracks I've been working on. I wouldn't mind following Mr. Randy's OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying? Gotta be some serious package there. Now, I would say, I know it's a family-friendly show and all, but uh, it's a PG-13 show. You know, 3 F-bombs at the max, but no, but there's no way I'm going on OnlyFans page because I had hernia surgery. Enough said. That's all I need to say. Nobody wants to see the PsycheDerek sack. Let's just say that. PsycheDerek strawberry alarm clock. Anyways, I'm gonna plug my laptop into the TV here, and we will see what you guys think. PsycheDerek. I'll remember that for my future OnlyFans. Only Randy gets privileged to see that. I might have to start a Patreon, get that started. Why did I turn that on? I need my remote. I can't see the chat at the moment, so I'm getting kind of paranoid, but should be good. I'm just messing with you guys, but get a little silly, getting a little raw when it's all live, but then I'll cry about it later. But let's see how this works here. Scoot my TV back a little bit. Shut this off. Put my PlayStation on. I don't have a Roku or any other streaming service except PlayStation. Use that quite a bit for YouTube and stuff. Give me a second. All right. Let's see. Wow. Gotta catch up on some comments here. I'm not a gamer. No, not really. I only have like a couple games, but I was just so used to streaming on my gaming platforms, I just decided to roll with it. I just have a PS, not a PS5, but Fire Stick. Yeah, I actually bought a Roku for my parents, and they're not using it properly yet. They're still on the basic cable like a lot of old people, but let's play some tunes of mine, and then we'll kind of close the show out, I think. See what you guys think of the tracks I've been working on. So, try to turn the camera around, possibly, without screwing anything up. There it is, blown up on my TV. There's the files I've been working on. That's the second track I was working on today. Play the first one first, and that's an instrumental track. Astral Yacht. Number 3. Yes. Save changes. I don't know if I've saved it since I last made it, but yeah, so there's the YouTube. There's your chat. Okay, so this is all me except the drum track up there in the yellow, in the urine color, and see what you guys think. mute the YouTube here. Well, that's trippy, isn't it? Okay. Let's see, I can't see it. There we go. Yeah, sorry it's all kind of like this. I can't see the chat, but I'll go back to it once it's playing, but see what you guys think. I think this is about 5-6 minutes long. So like I said, this is all me except the drums here. Orange. Will sound better once I upload this. Who knows when. I'm only on the second track, so I hope to have maybe 6 to 8 tracks finished. Yeah, this is very jammy. No real structure. I mean, there's a little bit of structure, but it's very kind of free-flowing, kind of jammy. Make it up as I go along. That's kind of the way I like to work, you know. Sit back a little bit. I got a little recorder I play on it. I've had this thing since I was like in 3rd grade, man. Still works. No Photoshop edits. Yeah, the inspiration for this track was the band Electric Sandwich, their song China. You guys know that record on Brain? It's kind of what I had in mind for this track. Kind of chord change there. I'd love to have the Electric Sandwich LP. About over. I don't know, I kind of like the sound of the drums though. I mean, it's a garage band. I don't have Electric Sandwich yet. I would love to have that. It's awesome you have it, Lonnie. I came very close getting one, but barbed wire sandwich. There was a copy here in Lincoln. It's not too bad. I enjoyed it. Well, after electric food and electric prunes, that's going to be one hell of a nasty toilet bowl there. What do you think? Put vocals on it or no? Let's see. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. The next track's just as long, and then we'll kind of ease out of the stream here. Thanks for joining, everybody. It didn't reach the 40 viewers like it has in the past, the last one. But yeah, like I said, it's not going to be a regular thing, me doing these live streams, but I'm glad that I got my usual suspects in here. Okay, so yeah, this one's got vocals on it. I think my voice sounds pretty decent on this one. And I did a little trick with the drums here where later on it goes a little more upbeat. I put just a basic delay effect on that one to kind of make it go double time. And yeah, there's vocals all the way up to like 2.5 minute mark, and it's just an instrumental outcome about 5 minutes in. So let me see what you guys think of this one. A little more I don't know what you want to say. I want to listen to it in full like 3 different times because I just put all this together today basically, except for a couple instruments, but I'm really happy the way this is turning out.
The sunshine behind you of concentrated sky.
I put 2 different vocal takes, as you can see there in this track.
Monuments we lined up towards the sky. You pay with money all your life someday.
Yeah, Kimbo, this is all me except the drums. I mean, I programmed the drums to sound like this, so I kind of customized it, but this is all me, man.
I never asked you to be my one. I know you
Plug my keyboard into my amplifier and I can customize different effects the way I'd like. It gives me a lot of options.
shine behind you of concentrated sky.
That's kind of a tribal thing going on. I'm thinking of calling this track Concentrated Skies. Yeah, I wish I could hit those high notes, man, but I just they don't come out right.
Behind your eyes for love.
So I do that kind of baritone thing. Works best for me.
Inside was it to the I find myself searching through the ruins of your mind. The sun shining
Thank you.
behind you of concentrated sky.
Yeah, listening back to this, I'm really happy this turned out really well. So from here it gets all instrumental now. I might make a music video to this. Maybe I'll just release the song by itself as kind of like a sneak peek as what's to come. Hear how it's kind of getting upbeat now? It's a little more like jazzy maybe. I could throw something out there, maybe next week or something. Put some different visuals to this song or something. Lip sync it. I don't know. So for this new project I'm working on, I only have these 2 songs. I worked on just this today. I had the drums and the little synthy part you hear. Other than that, I just threw this all together today for like an hour and a half or so. Got the bass part, simple guitar structure, my vocals, all improvised. I almost want to listen to this again once I get off here. I want to, and yeah, this isn't even the final product. I gotta still listen a little more closely to the mix and kind of arrange some of the panning and whatnot. Just kind of closes out here. And that's basically it, and I have the drums on a loop. It's a little drum solo. See how it's just looped up there? That'll be the director's cut, or the, whatever you want to call it, go for like 8 minutes. Yeah, man. I love the outcome of that. And my vocals, too. I was really impressed by how well they matched, you know? Matched better than any other record I've done.
Shine behind you of concentrated skies, the morning glory.
And the thing about this too, it's always kind of cool to just work on a single track here. You know, I could just mute my vocals by themselves and hear the magic. And of course I put some reverb and different delays on certain moments as well.
Shine behind you of concentrated skies, the morning glory never shone on you.
Yeah.
The monuments we climbed up towards the sky.
So that was all on my keyboard plugged in my amp. And then I kind of work with the frequencies. Some higher frequencies I kind of dip lower, so it kind of has that kind of spatial sound. Turned out really well. I was impressed.
Asked you to be my one.
Yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed. Sounds like the second track went a lot better with you guys. I mean, first track was fun, right? So we'll see what else I have to offer on this next project, Astral Yacht Part 3. I mean, of course, I'd love to actually release this, but see, the reason I'm kind of making stuff now is because my college buddy and I, we've been kind of talking since a week ago now, kind of throwing ideas around, maybe collaborating a little bit. So I'm just kind of creating stuff, and he's sending me links as well to shed some light on some ideas. And um, he's thought about releasing something on his own, maybe just a CD, but um, I don't know. Haven't really, I don't really know the way to go about it seriously, but for me, I'm just fine publishing it to the YouTube world and letting you guys soak it in, you know? That's how nonchalant I am about it. Catch up on the chat here. um, yeah, it's kind of a spooky song, isn't it, in a way? All right, guys. Well, looks like some of you have left already, maybe, possibly. But Tuco, nice to see you here, man. I have to catch up with you on the next show. Um, record show, that is, but also live show. I don't know when the next one will be, but glad it was a good hangout. And I'm glad I'm kind of getting used to this live thing again. Kind of making these custom, screenshots for the videos and stuff, and trying to find stuff to play instead of just kind of go off the top of my head for what to play. So trying to get a little smart about it, and the banter is always fun. Sometimes, no, it's all good. Yeah, if you guys, I'm always kind of plugging myself here, not in a egotistical way, but for those that aren't following me, I'm always active on Instagram a lot more, and I think, like I said, I'm going to make a recent vinyl finds video this Sunday if things work out well and if I'm bored or something. If I'm working on tunes yet, but I should be able to make a video and maybe publish it Monday or something. Got a lot of great stuff now since I got the orangutan. So I got some heavies to share since last year. Still need to catch up. So I'll say goodbye to everybody. Mr. Bizarro, Nick, Lonnie, Mr. Tuco, Roy. Thanks for sharing the stray story, man. Kimba, welcome, and thank you for joining. Thanks for liking my song. Yeah, probably won't do one next week, but we'll see when I can step on in. So, anyways, take care, and we shall see you down the road. Thanks, guys.